Alright, let's continue making project responsive. We have done it on several breakpoints. Last one was 900 pixels. Let's make window smaller and find next breakpoint. So as you see, after 750 pixels, project needs some changes. So let's create new CSS media query and indicate max width as 750 pixels. On that breakpoint, we need to decrease slightly width of nav list. So let's select it, write nav list, and set width as 60%. Also, I think will be better if we make social icons a little bit smaller. Let's copy this code from here. Then decrease width and height of icon link. Right here 120 pixels. And do the same for eye element. Change width and height as 70 pixels. As for font size, we don't need to change it, so let's get rid of it from here. Alright, so for now everything looks good. Let's make windows smaller. After about 550 pixels, navbar is not looking quite good. And also if we check banner, you will find that would be better if we decrease size of button and also logo. So create new breakpoint with max width 550 pixels. Then select banner btn, change its width and make it 280 pixels. Then set height as 70 pixels. And for font size, write 25 pixels. So button is looking good. Let's select logo, decrease its width and height, make both of them 70 pixels. So as you can see, size of logo is decreased, it became smaller, but I think it would be better if we place it a little bit on the left side. For now, left position is set as 50 pixels. So let's go ahead and decrease it, right, left, with the value 30 pixels. Now you agree that it looks better. Alright, next I'm going to increase height of top nav. Therefore, after that we will need to decrease height of bottom navigation. So let's go ahead and grab this code from here. Then change 25 VH into 30 VH for height. As for top position, we need here minus 30 VH. And for bottom nav, write height 70 VH. As for bottom position, write minus 70 VH. Alright, so with top nav we are done. Let's decrease size of icons, grab again code from previous breakpoint, and change values in following way. For link element, we need width and height as 110 pixels. As for eye element, let's change those values and write 60 pixels. So on that breakpoint we have finished working. I think we don't need any other changes. Let's make browser smaller. So after about 450 pixels, again project needs some changes. Actually, it's going to be the last breakpoint, so let's create new media. Then indicate max width as 450 pixels. At first, let's make banner button smaller. Let's copy this code and change values for width and height. Write 260 pixels, and then for height 60 pixels. As for font size, I'm going to leave it as it is, so let's remove this line. So banner is looking perfectly and it's already responsive on all screen sizes. Let's move on to navbar. Here we need to increase height of top navigation and decrease height of bottom nav accordingly. Let's again copy code from previous breakpoint, change values, write 35 VH, then minus 35 VH. As for bottom navigation, we need 65 VH and then minus 65 VH. Alright, as you see, nav items are too close to logo. So let's decrease width of nav list, select it, write nav list, and make its width 50%. Alright, so we actually finished making project responsive. It's responsive until 360 pixels. Devices with less width is really rarely used today, so I'm not going to create another breakpoint for smaller screen size. So we have finished working on the project. I'm sure it was interesting because we created several cool 3D effects and I hope you liked it. Let's move on to the next project, which is going to be more interesting and you will learn about lots of cool stuff in CSS. So let's go ahead.